blame nothing on me, 'cause I cannot set you free. It's not about you. It's not about you, somebody else. You learn to love yourself. It's not about you. You can't blame nothing on me, 'cause I cannot set you free. It's not about you. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. What you doing? It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. What you doing? It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. What you doing? It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about us. Yeah, no, no, no. It isn't your place. It's not about you.
Slow down.
It's all in your head. You can love somebody else. You learn to love yourself. It's not about you. You can't blame you.
Slow down.
It's all in your head. You can love somebody else. You learn to love yourself. It's not about you. You can't blame you.
Slow down.
It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Slow down.
It's all in your head.
Slow down.
It's all in your head.
Slow down.
It's all in.
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 Slow down.
It's all in your head. You can love somebody else. You learn to love yourself. It's not about you. You can't blame nothing on me, 'cause I cannot set you free. It's not about you.
I've been getting really tired. I'm trying to tell you more than once, more than twice. One day, you're gonna have to learn.
It's not about you. Why you always so vain? It's not about you.
Okay. Slow
We're
down.
not on the same page. You can love somebody else. You learn to love yourself. It's not about you. You can't blame nothing on me, 'cause I cannot set you free. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. What you doing? It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's
And there we have it. All right. We're live. Thank you. This is Verde Arbusto, and this is the Schumann Resonance Harmonics group and channel on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. So that was a mix from my friend Aaron Mix, who's a DJ. He does he does live shows, and he is absolutely fabulous. And so he lets me use some of his mixes for doing these broadcasts. And that I just really love that song. It's not about you. Slow down. It's about the message. So I'm not sure if along those lines or maybe parallel to that. What I'm doing today is this video, I thought I would go through some of my browser, what I call a browser dump, and go through some of what I'm looking at, some of what I'm reading. This basically falls under the question of, what are you reading? Okay, so I will tell you what I'm reading. First, let me say I'm using the Brave browser. I've migrated everything from Foxfire over to Brave, slowly but surely, through a recommendation from We Are Change, a YouTube channel. So based on that, I decided to check it out, and there's things I like about it, a lot of things I like about it. But there's other things I like about Firefox that are convenient, like doing a screen capture. I use that frequently. They have a different way of going about that on Brave, so it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but I would recommend going to see it, experience it yourself, and use it. It's a good web browser. All right, so this is, like I said, it's a browser dump, and I'm going to see how far I can get in the 30 minutes I have, and I think I might do part A and part B. All right, so this right here is more of the lesson of the mode. This is the standing wave that I was talking about, and I compared it next to the actual wave from the music that I was playing, so you could see relative to what music and harmonics are, what you're looking at, and compare what's kind of staying in place versus what is rolling along. Okay, so the standing wave, you can see it, the animation of a standing wave, red, created by the superposition of the left traveling the blue, okay, and the right traveling green. So the green is going this way, the blue is going that way, and what's happening is these interferences, the standing wave by the red. See, it stacks up. This is really important to show you how the resonance waves are stacking up. Okay. All right, and so this is more of that, the action of a spring in our system relative to keeping track of the Schumann resonances. Okay. So this was part of the last lesson of the modes. I still have this here. I'm going to have another video on the modes themselves. Okay. Okay. This is the YouTube channel. Verde Arbustos, Schumann Resonance Harmonics channel. And I keep this up because I want to stay up on who is commenting and who has something to say. And I like reading the comments. I appreciate what everyone has to say, and I get a lot out of reading the comments, and I try to respond in the timely manner, and I try and respond the best I can to what I'm asked. Sometimes people ask me stuff that is really beyond me, and so I have to say, I don't know. I can't tell you, but I will tell you what I do know, and let's keep this to the basics. A lot of times people are asking me questions that are on advanced stuff that I just don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm not a math guy. This is not about math. This is entirely about the colors and representing, for you to understand how they're getting the different colors in this, the Schumann resonances. Okay. All right. So the next is a standing wave. Okay, we're going to talk about that more next lesson. The Schumann resonances are standing waves. Okay, so standing waves were first noticed by Michael Faraday in 1831. Faraday observed standing waves on the surface of a liquid in a vibrating container. Franz Melde coined the term standing wave, which is German for stehende Welt, or Standeville around 1860. It's probably, I butchered it. Demonstrating this phenomena in his class experiment with vibrating strings. Okay, we talked about that. The vibrating strings, way down here somewhere. Standing waves, no, that's not it. The vibrating strings. All right, well, he doesn't have that. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So this is for the next actual session that I have. This video is not an actual session. Okay. Resonance. Okay. So this is going to be getting into, the resonance discussion is going to be getting into the talk about Ezekiel's wheel, when Wages World had made the video about Wages World. I'm sorry, when Wages World had made the video about Ezekiel's wheel. It was relevant then, it's relevant now. Throughout this year anyway, we have been noticing what the heck are they? We've been noticing shapes in the middle of the Schumann resonances, and they're rounded shapes, wheel kind of shapes, and I need to explain why or how you can get that relative to the material that's available. All right, so this is under the discussion of the Ezekiel's wheel, which is coming up. Okay, this is more of the standing wave, which these are our modes. That's mode 1. This is the amplitude. This is mode 1. That's mode 2. That's mode 3. That's mode 4. So the amplitude A1 would be white. A2 would be yellow, not blue. A3 is red, and A4 is green indeed. All right, so I've been through this before. I will go through more. This is more for the teaching portion of the program and not for this browser dump. Okay, so these are more of the harmonic partials on strings. I used this demonstration before. That's the picture. Okay, oscillation. Okay, this is the spring. Talking about the spring-loaded system, which is the Earth's at rest state. Is it's basically spring-loaded, and it will it acts under pressure at all times. Okay, and so that's what the dark blue of the Schumann resonance chart, or the what I call the background, the indiglow, which is the near at rest state of the chart. Okay. So more on oscillation resonances later. This is up first on my browser because this is the ongoing lesson I have. Okay. This is the Schumann Resonance Harmonics Facebook channel, Facebook page, whatever. And so this is the latest post I have made over there. As goes Tomsk, so goes the world. This is the West. When the legend becomes more popular than the truth, print the legend. We are looking into other sources of data from which to present the electromagnetic field surrounding the planet. All right, so this is from Tomsk. This is from Tomsk, but by way of disclosurenews.it. Okay. This is the first 40 hertz of the Schumann resonances is right here. That is what I frequently bring out for people to see. The Schumann resonances are the dependencies. So that's the spectrograph. This is the dependency of amplitude, dependency of quality, dependency of frequency. Okay, this is something I haven't shown before. Okay, I'm going to be doing more of a video on that, but this is from the Heart Math Institute. Okay, and this is showing not the power of amplitude. This is the power of magnetics. All of this is magnetics, and this right here. Oh, it's a picture, of course I can't do it. So, CGI 1004 is Alberta, Canada. This huge, again, this is magnetics, almost up to 800. Look at that. That's 2, that's 4, that's 8, that's almost off the chart. So that's like at least 700. And the magnetic quality that it hit that day. And this is the 4th, August 4th. And these are other peaks, 400, 400. Look at how strong that is. The rest of these, this is California, this line is California. This one here is black, I think. Saudi Arabia is that one. This one here is Lithuania. That's Lithuania. This one here is Alberta, Canada, Northland. This one here is New Zealand, I guess. And this one here, that one is South Africa, apparently. All right. So that's what that's telling. This is for a period of time from July to July to August. So that's about a month, 28 days in there. All right. And this is a screen capture, but I got that from one of one of the pages that I have up. All right. Now this interesting gem. This is magnetic only. Displays data from the magnetic field detectors deployed by the Global Coherence Initiative. All right. So these are only magnetic, not electrics. You see there's interesting spikes in there? Those are not necessarily supposed to be there because there's not a electric antenna in there. According to this, I'm just going by what they have here. So this is an interesting screen capture that I got that is I'm going to be going over in the advanced lessons. This might be more for the Patreon account. I'm not sure. Okay. So that was this recent post from the Facebook group. This, obviously, is Wages World video about Ezekiel's wheel. I still have to get back to that. This is still a topic, still got to get back to it because I don't see an Ezekiel's wheel in there. However, let me explain to you how you could see that, how you can get that. All right. So that's June 1st. That was June 1st. It's still relevant. It was relevant then, relevant now. Okay. All right. So this is Reddit. I have an account on Reddit. It's Scammers Beware. And this is a post from 2 days ago. Okay, there we go. Feeling off from the Schumann resonances. And I put, first they said, is anyone else experiencing physical symptoms like headaches, pressure on the head, sleepiness, body aches, insomnia, immune system low? That's probably more to add to the list, but anything that's out of the ordinary that's randomly appeared. All right, so that was a question. Are you feeling anything from the Schumann resonances? Okay. So my response is, these are fairly common symptoms that I hear about on the YouTube channel. Most people do not monitor their immune system, although that is changing. And I am going to make some more posts about that subject, about the immune system, about monitoring one's health, so on and so forth. In the following weeks, I'm going to be making some videos about these things people can do to help alleviate some of the symptoms. The Schumann resonances are electromagnetic resonance waves in the atmosphere around us. These bounce around and permeate everything around us. Keep yourself grounded. Try using less crystalline structures like sugars, salt, sodium, and salt-like conductors of electrolytes, unless prescribed by a physician. Purify in active water before drinking it. Keep the thoughts and mind space operating in higher vibrations and resonances. Okay. All right, so that's my Reddit feed, and I have this up because I get to respond to it. Okay. This is the next page. This is the most common. This is the Schumann resonance spectrograph and the dependencies that are coming with it. So this is the spectrograph. This is the amplitude. All right. So I'm going to see how much time I have left in my video. I'm not sure how much time I have left. So I'll spend a little time on this. This green here. All right. You're not finding a spike in here necessarily that's a green spike that commensurates with this. Okay. I find this. There we go. All right. So, see how this green line here, the lowest of the modes here, is kind of doing its own thing. You got to remember that there is the amplitude goes upright, right? Spikes upright. The magnetics come out 90 degrees from that, 90 degrees parallel from or perpendicular from this. So this is the amplitude, the higher frequency, higher currency, higher charge amplitude. This one here is the lowest, the closest to the magnetic portion of what's happening there. It's very important to recognize that you may not always see the direct one-to-one correlation between what's happening here and here. You're always going to see the upright spikes, but you're not necessarily going to see maybe a little too much. All right. So this right here, see, these are white spikes. All right. Again, you got to remember, this is a plotting of both the amplitude and the frequency. All right. So these right here are not necessarily, even though this is your amplitude, this is not necessarily going to show up the same as here, because these spikes, these peaks, are generally speaking going to take precedence. I don't know how to put it a better way. Take precedence over that. You see, it's like a cone. Like it fits right in it. Tick, 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 tick. Right? So it's really important to know that and understand that. This is why the white mode gets so much attention, and it's like a whiteout because it's like a cap, almost a cap over the other ones. But that does not mean, you see right here, the yellow, say it's framed in yellow, then it's framed in rust, yellow, and then eventually you get blue, you have green coming out here. It's all this green around. It's aqua though. It's aqua, it's teal. It's not this green mode green. It's a combination of that mode. All right, so 20. I have 29 minutes altogether. I get 4 minutes left on this. All right, so the quality here, the quality and the frequency act together. Okay, it's really important to understand that the frequency is a wavelength. It's not a velocity. It's like a wave washing over you at the beach. There's a volume of water that comes in, crashes over you, and then it kind of goes back out, or it leaves. And so that's extremely important to remember with the frequency, how the frequency and the quality is that the frequency is not measuring the amplitude. They can't, because the amplitude itself is momentary. There's spikes. When the frequency is measured in cycles per second or hertz, it's a wavelength. Cycles per second by the size of the wavelength. Smaller waves will travel faster. Bigger waves have more volume behind them, and they take longer to travel. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop here. Good place to stop. I'm going to make this a part 2. This is also a test of my equipment. I got everything set up. I'm trying to test the equipment. So I've been doing a lot of fun things with that in mind, that I'm testing the system. Okay. So pause this. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I get approximately 2 minutes, and I don't know where it's going to shut off. So I'm just going to lead us out with some music, I think. If I can. There we go.
I really don't have time for this. It's not about you. I think you should see that.
So, thank you all for being here today. You're helping me learn more about the Schumann resonances.